my son, David, who I named after my brother 3 years after I got him clean. We were at Pennsylvania Hospital, which is the oldest existing, hospital that's in use in the United States. It was this, beautiful birth. And at the time, if the moms were sharing a room, the dads had to leave, which is like a little bit weird after you watch your first child getting born. And so I see David get born, I leave the hospital 3 years after being clean and sober. The first thing that got into my head was what? Go score right now, because nobody will ever suspect it. It was the first thing that I thought of when I left the goddamn hospital after watching my son born. And I can't explain those things to non-addicts because it doesn't make sense, right?
Well, you're explaining it now because a lot of people here are non-addicts.
That's true, but also I'm telling on the disease.
No, I know.
And I'm asking for help, and so like that, to me, was just such a really powerful thing that people don't understand. 17 years later, October 28th was 17 years clean for being sober.
People do not understand that, and I remember when Isaac was in the hospital, his sponsor was there, and I said to him, I don't get it. Isaac was doing so well. He never looked better. He had a job. He was just like, everything in his life was going in the right direction. He said, we don't do well when things are going well. We do much better in chaos.
That's right.
And I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. But to you, it probably makes sense.
I think that the idea of success and stability are the most uncomfortable.
Scary.
For drug addicts. It's the most uncomfortable. I mean, the thing is, a lot of us, well, I'll speak for myself, self-loathing is kind of the name of the game, right? So it's really difficult to be comfortable with doing things that are correct. It's not, we don't do that naturally. That's not our default. So it's, whenever I have a child, whenever something wonderful is happening, you have to double up on meetings because the disease is sitting and waiting. You're just waiting. And listen, my mother, so David was